Today I'm going to be attempting to tackle magical secrets and trying to do a deep dive. Now, magical secrets is the most open-ended feature in the game. Just pick a spell, any spell from hundreds. So it's really not something we can dive deep into every spell and analyze every single spell. So I have to give more kind of a generalized way of thinking about magical secrets. And there's a couple different ways to approach it. The first way is to set up your combo spells. We can take Magic Circle and summon Elemental, and then as a bard, we naturally get planar binding. So now we can start planar binding our elementals to start creating an army of elementals and be a master summoner. That's one combo. Another one is we could take Wall of Force and Spiritual Weapon. We set up our Wall of Force and we put the Spiritual Weapon in it with our enemies. It's basically an inescapable blender. Or we can do other powerful combos like Wish and...
That's about it.
The next thing that we can do is to help us create niche builds. It's amazing what spells can do to make us fit a certain playstyle. I talked about how Swords Bards had no incentive to actually get in close, but that can change really quick when we can take things like Tensor's Swole Transformation, or we can take things like Armor of Agathis. The sky's really the limit here. We can be a Barcher, we can be a healer, we can be a summoner, we can be a grappler or a tank, and the list just goes on and on. This is where Bard's versatility really comes in clutch. We're definitely not going to be the best at everything, but if we commit hard enough, we can do anything at least decently. And also it's just fun. You know, there's so many unique builds you can pull off with Bard because you can take all these random spells. The next thing we can do is fill in our team's weaknesses. Do we not have Counterspell? Now we do. Do we not have someone who can cast Revivify? Now we do. Maybe our team is terrible at stealthing and we can take Pass Without Trace. Now that works great for us. We can also synergize with our team's strengths. If we have a bunch of grapplers on our team, maybe we take Spike Growth. Maybe you have an ally who likes to summon a whole bunch of creatures with something like Animate Objects. We can take Crusader's Mantle and make every single one of those objects do bonus damage to start scaling our damage to some pretty incredible heights. And another way that we can use magical secrets is simply to break the damn game. Spells are game breaking, and since we can pick from any of them, we can pick up any gimmicky combo we feel like. We can do anything. And this is kind of where we get into the gimmicks. This is not stuff I would actually suggest, but it is powerful. So taking things like Simulacrum plus Wish, you can do some really game-breaking, nasty things. And honestly, once you're level 17, you know, in this case, level 18, to get there, fine, I'll let you break the game. I don't care. We're level 18, the campaign's not going too much longer anyways, but this really is game-breaking stuff. And so, like, when in doubt, you can just pick the best spell on the list. You can pick up Find Greater Steed and Wall of Force. Those are both fantastic spells. Just take them. Wish is the perfect example of this. It's just a fantastic spell. Take it. I think it's the most boring approach to magical secrets, but it is certainly effective. If I were to rate my own interest level in these, I think creating our own niche builds is the most exciting for me. I think spell combos are interesting. I think comboing with the team is particularly interesting and rewarding because it takes game knowledge. So it's one of those things that only skilled players can really pull off, is to identify what would combo with their teammates and build from that. That's really rewarding. I like that. Covering your team's weakness is cool and I think really good, but less interesting to me. And then finally, we just have to pick the best spells, which is definitely the least interesting to me. But that's just me. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments down below how you would use your magical secrets. And with that, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.